Aaron Dillon here, Managing Director of AG Dillon & Co. Here is this week's October 4, 2024 pre-IPO stock market update. OpenAI, the AI large language model business, had a big week. They unveiled real-time voice assistant capabilities, announced new API features, showcased developer applications, and expanded their workforce, attracted significant funding, and bolstered their global presence. The company introduced real-time voice assistant capabilities through their API, enabling businesses to integrate AI-driven voice interactions into various apps, such as customer service bots and travel assistant tools. The feature is already being tested by companies like Healthify and Speak. OpenAI also revealed new API enhancements to empower the more than 3 million developers utilizing its platform, with upcoming developer events in London and Singapore expected to drive further engagement. The company has been on a hiring spree, now at 1,700 employees, up from 770 in November of 2023. OpenAI secured a $6.6 billion funding round this week that raised its valuation to $157 billion, nearly double the $86 billion valuation it held earlier this year. Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Threat Capital participated in the round. The company also secured a $4 billion revolving credit line with the potential to expand it by another $2 billion, bringing its total liquidity to over $10 billion. The use of funds is slated to continue scaling its AI models, invest in critical infrastructure, and expand its product offerings. Cerebras Systems has filed an S1. It's an important step in the process to its upcoming IPO. Founded in 2016, the company specializes in AI hardware, specifically wafer scale chips for high performance AI training and inference. Cerebras has experienced rapid growth, generating $136 million in revenue during its first 6 months of 2024 compared to $78 million for full year 2023. That's a 220% year-over-year increase. With a $715 million raised in venture capital and a $4.1 billion valuation, Cerebras is set to capitalize on its advanced wafer scale engine technology, which is 57 times larger than the leading GPUs and delivers over 10 times faster AI training and inference speeds. This technology advantage positions the company as a key player in the expanding AI infrastructure market. Despite this progress, Cerebras faces notable customer concentration risk. In the first half of 2024, 87% of its revenue came from a single customer, G42. That's an Abu Dhabi-based AI holding company. G42 has committed to purchasing $1.43 billion in Cerebras hardware and services by 2025, but the heavy dependence on this customer exposes Cerebras to potential volatility. Changes in G42's purchasing decisions could significantly impact the company's revenue stability. Cerebras had a $2.98 billion valuation in its last round of 2024. The company is now trading at $6.7 billion in the secondary market. That's a 124% increase in just a few months' time. Anthropic, an AI company known for its safety-focused approach, has made another high-profile hire by bringing on Dirk Kingma, a co-founder of OpenAI. Kingma, who previously led development of key generative AI models like DALL-E 3 and ChatGPT at OpenAI, will be working remotely from the Netherlands. His hiring adds to a series of strategic talent acquisitions by Anthropic, including former OpenAI employees Jan Leek and John Schulman, as well as Instagram co-founder Mike Krieger. Under the leadership of CEO Dario Amodei, who left OpenAI after disagreements over its commercial direction, Anthropic has positioned itself as a leader in responsible AI development, attracting top talent from the AI industry to further its mission. Anthropic has a $25.2 billion secondary market valuation, up 40% versus its January 2024 round. The company is rumored to be raising at a new round at $40 billion right now. Flexport, a logistic technology company, is making further cuts and restructuring its fulfillment business acquired from Spotify to improve profitability. CEO Ryan Peterson announced plans to sublease part of its 5 million square feet warehouse space and integrate sales and marketing teams across its fulfillment and freight businesses. This follows earlier layoffs, including 20% of staff in October and 15% in January. Flexport headcount was between 2,100 and 2,200 before an additional 2% of staff were cut. Shopify, a 17% shareholder in Flexport, contributed $260 million in funding through a convertible note and has a revenue sharing agreement for fulfillment services. Despite these efforts, Flexport has faced declining revenue due to a collapse in freight markets and the loss of key customers like Hey Dude owner Crocs. The company aims to expand globally by 2027 with an asset-light fulfillment model. Flexport has a $1.95 billion secondary market valuation. That's down 75% from its last published primary round in January of 2022. Epic Games, the gaming, which is Fortnite and virtual reality, Unreal Engine business, filed a new antitrust lawsuit against Google and Samsung, alleging that the companies colluded to block third-party app stores through Samsung's auto blocker feature, which was activated by default in July of 2024. Epic claims that the feature prevents Android users from downloading alternative app stores, including Epic's, effectively reinforcing Google Play's dominance. Samsung, the largest Android smartphone maker with 24% of the market, shipped 227 million units in 2023. The lawsuit follows Epic's mixed success in previous legal battles against Google and Apple over App Store policies, which Epic argues unfairly restrict the competition and harm developers. Google called the lawsuit meritless and plans to appeal last year's verdict in a separate case. Epic won against them. Epic Games has a $16.6 billion secondary market valuation that's down 26% versus its February of 2024 round. CoreWeave, a cloud provider specializing in NVIDIA GPUs for AI computing, has positioned itself as a leader in the generative AI infrastructure and recently appointed Nitin Agrawal, former VP of Finance at Google Cloud, as CFO. Founded in 2017, CoreWeave originally started as a crypto mining company, but has since pivoted to AI. The company raised $642 million in December 2023, valuing it at $7 billion. Although CoreWeave declined to confirm the figure, CoreWeave has secured $2.3 billion in debt financing in August 2024, an additional $421 million in Series B funding, backed by investors like NVIDIA, Magnetar Capital, and Blackstone. Agrawal, brings extensive experience from Google, Amazon Web Services, and Microsoft, and aims to drive profitable growth by leveraging CoreWeave's specialized cloud infrastructure, which prioritizes speed and reliability for GPU-accelerated workloads. Also important, a private company hiring a public market finance executive is typically a good sign that an IPO may be on the horizon. CoreWeave is currently raising a primary round at $23 billion valuation. All right, let's look at pre-IPO stock performance as of September 30, 2024. Up this week, we got Neuralink up 17.6%, Cohere is up 4.4%, Stripes up 3.2%, Notion up 3%, Andros up 2.9%. Down this week, Chime's down 12.9%, Epic Games down 1.6%, Grok's down 1.3%, Scale AI is down 1.1%, and ByteDance is down 1%. Top valuations: ByteDance is at $298 billion, SpaceX at $227 billion, OpenAI is at $157 billion, and Stripes at $86 billion. Databricks is at $46 billion. Subscribe at agdillon.com/subscribe to get the most current valuation, revenue multiples, and performance data delivered to your inbox. That's all secondary market data. Okay, let's look at the performance of the AG Dillon pre-IPO stock vintage indexes as of September 30, 2024. The 2024 vintage index top contributor since inception, that's just the beginning of this year. Revolut's up 201%, Rippling's up 115%, Andros up 81%, OpenAI's up 56%, Klarna's up 42%. The 2024 vintage is up 64% since inception. As I mentioned, that's the beginning of this year. There are no detractors in the 2024 vintage index. Key metrics for all vintages that are 5 years old or older, that's 15 vintages from 2015 to 2019. That's 472% cumulative return since inception. 58% of that was realized or distributed back to investors. The hardcore VC metrics, 5.72 TVPI, 3.31 DPI, and 2.41 RVPI. It's 4.1 years to quote-unquote return the fund. Subscribe at agdillon.com/subscribe to get the most current pre-IPO stock index fact sheets, including vintage data by year from 2005. Okay, that's it for me this week. If you have any pre-IPO stock research needs, please reach out. Thanks, and see you all next week.